Видите, ovako im smari strašno bude.
Точно так поедем. В автобусе.
As you saw in the video, the lady sitting beside the window was very nervous and did not know if she would actually make it through the flight. But in the end, she realized that it was a worthwhile experience to actually be able to fly on a plane. This is very much how I felt flying on a plane by myself for the first time. I felt very nervous at first and I didn't really understand exactly what was going on. I had negative thoughts throughout my mind going on for the whole plane flight. Thoughts such as, am I going to fall after the plane? Is the plane going to crash into the ocean? Or are we just going to explode? But in the end, looking down upon the earth and seeing all the different cities, structures, grid-like planes, I ultimately realized that this was a worthwhile experience to actually be on a plane, whether it was by myself or with somebody else. Alright, so how did you feel about me going on a plane by myself?
Well, at first I was a little concerned, a little nervous, knowing that you had not, well, you have been on a plane before, but you were really small when that happened. You were still like, you know, less than 2 years old when that happened. So you didn't remember about being on an airplane. So this time I was concerned because you hadn't been away from home by yourself like that. And also just, going through the system and everything. I was a little bit nervous about it and anxious about it.
So were you afraid that anything was going to happen to me?
I wasn't afraid that anything was going to happen. I was just concerned about not being there while you were doing the traveling by yourself. So, not that, something would happen like, horrible, but just little things, and then your parent not being there with you when it does happen.
All right, so do you think you would allow me to go back on a plane by myself again?
Yes, I would. I mean, you did really good. You didn't seem like you were nervous, although I know that you were. But still, I think this time, if you went back, you'd probably be more comfortable, and I'd probably be a little bit more comfortable as well.
All right, that's it.
All right, Mr. Wright. How did it feel your first time flying by yourself?
Well, first time flying by myself it was something new for me. It was something I never did before, so of course, like anybody, I was very nervous, and I really didn't know what to expect. But I really enjoyed it because it was definitely a new opportunity for me to see the world in a different viewpoint. So I ultimately enjoyed flying by myself for the first time.
Mm-hmm. So how did you feel while you was on the airplane that high up in the air? Did you miss your mom, your dad, or were you just decided to be by yourself?
I guess very small part of me kind of missed my mom and my dad because I was really excited to be by myself, going somewhere. And being that high up in the sky was very nerve-wracking because I usually thought about the plane crashing into the water or something like that. So I was definitely nervous, but excited at the same time.
So we all know that it takes a lot of maturity for your parents to, agree for you to fly by yourself on an airplane. What tips do you have, closing out this video, to all the other scholars on how to be more self-motivated to do things on their own?
Well, first, you have to actually get into the right mindset of actually doing things on your own. So you have to first start off by actually doing things just like talking to people by yourself, talking to older people, being able to hold conversations, being able to go places by yourself, like the store somewhere, because all that is just a part of you maturing and growing up. So, first, before you can do anything, you definitely have to mature and get into that right mindset to be able to do something.